Hey guys, how's it going? M Gaming here, and today we're back with another video. And as you can see by the title, we're going to discuss the latest making of Uncharted series that's on the PlayStation channel, where they talk to Naughty Dog, the devs, and all the great team at Naughty Dog, and literally discuss Uncharted 4. Development process, story timeline, all that sort of stuff. But today they were talking about technical limitation. I don't know what it was called. Again, it will be in the title of this video. So again, just check out PlayStation's official YouTube account, subscribe to them, and I think you're going to enjoy the video. But I'm going to put some of the notes that I writ down watching it. Again, because I'm on my phone, I had to put it in and then swap it out. So that video took me a long time to get through, and I'm going to watch it again because it was just great. It was just great, guys, to see everything in it. And yeah, let's get into it. And the first thing they went on about was like the sweat and the ways Nathan Drake's eyes move in the game. So if you've watched the gameplay, they've kind of really, I think, outdone themselves on the realistic aspect. From mud on the skin to like I say, sweat, how their eyes move. And it's interesting how they do this, which I'll discuss later. And I thought it was really cool that the attention to detail that these guys at Naughty Dog are, putting into this game is just simply incredible, in my opinion. The next thing I said that he said, which really excited me, guys. I mean, really excited me. Bigger worlds than ever, than any Uncharted game ever. No Uncharted game has had a bigger world than Uncharted 4. It is not only bigger, but at least 10 times more explorable space in Uncharted 4 than any other Uncharted. That is incredible, guys, and I can't wait for that. I remember there was quite a lot of explorable space in Uncharted 3, a little bit in Uncharted 2, not so much in 1, but I mean 10 times the space for a linear game. That is crazy, and I think that could even outdo the Last of Us with the explorable space, because there's quite a bit in that as well. Incredible, guys, and I cannot wait to explore that. And then what I've been saying on my channel for a while, if you want to, see, I've definitely check out my other Uncharted videos, my thoughts and all that stuff. But Uncharted, in its heart, is a linear game. It's a point A to point B game. There's a story, there's a start, middle, and an end, and there's only with them, there's usually only one way to get it, but not with Uncharted, because point A to point B is still there. You're going to get to the same position. You're going to have the same story, but how you get there is completely different. So point A to point B is the same, but there'll be 4 different branches on how you get there. So let's just say you have a boat section. There'll be 4 different paths you can take. There might be a stealth section and you can run through it, or you can do different stuff. The car scene from E3, there's 4 different locations you can go through in that one car scene, guys. That is crazy. That excites me. But the next thing I wanted to talk about is the handcrafted environments. Now, if you don't know what that means, so let's just say I've got I'm in a marketplace. Remember Madagascar, again, E3, and you saw him hiding around a table, while he was getting shot at. Again, we'll discuss this later, but every single item on that desk, on that table, is handcrafted by someone. So a level of detail has been put into that, and that to me is crazy. That there's so much detail and so much precision being put into this world of Uncharted 4. Like it says, bigger world, but more detail and more dense, aka people and objects. So a lot of open world games. By the way, this is not an open world game. Let me just established that. But what I'm saying is, a lot of even linear open world games, you know what I mean, with a lot of explorable space, there's nothing in it. Do you know what I'm saying? With this game in particular, it's an explorable space. It has a large space, but there's a lot in it. There's a lot of tables, a lot of people, a lot of all this different sort of stuff. And that's amazing to me that, when they were walking through Madagascar, again, like we saw, there was a ton of people and you're moving them out the way and he's interacting with the environment. That is pretty damn cool, in my opinion. Now, number 6, resolution. 720p. Who said that? No, I'm joking for the Xbox fans. Like, oh, damn you, Quantum Break. You know what I mean? But resolution. They were talking about, and the amount of detail they're allowed to have because of that. They're talking about, different. They were talking about the dirt, and I was like, it's such a small thing, but it just shows that Naughty Dog are the best in the industry, because they were focusing on, well, we need a certain type of dirt, and it needs to be, like wet. It needs to have pebbles in it. It needs to have stones, leaves, all that stuff. It needs to have in it. So it definitely takes it that one step further with detail and all that good stuff. So yeah, they said they different colors and different different sort of stuff in it. Incredible to me, and yeah, I think that's awesome. The next thing is Nathan Drake alone, and this is not including obviously Sully, Elena, Sam, or any of those sort of guys. Nathan Drake alone will have 11 to 12 different outfits during the game, and that's just incredible. I mean, like, I don't even remember how much he had in 3 or 2. I mean, I can remember I guess the heist one, and then you got the the snow one, I guess, the desert. I mean, but there certainly wasn't 11 and 12. I can tell you that much. And every single one of them, they have a model stand, and they actually scan around the model for all the details on the clothing, the way the shirt ruffles, and the pockets and the buttons and all that stuff. All that minor detail is captured and then put into the game. Again, guys, crazy stuff. Number 8, hundreds of destructible objects, and this goes into a little bit the point I was making a minute ago with handcrafted and stuff items. Yeah, the reason why they're handcrafting everything is because everything's destructible. But this is not just a cool thing. Wow, the environment's destructible. That's cool and everything. It doesn't affect gameplay. Well, this does, because if I'm being shot at by a tank or like an enemy, and I'm behind a crate, that crate will explode, or break apart. If I'm behind a bag of sand for too long, the bag of sand will actually deflate. If I'm behind like a vase, the vase will break, and then I'm open to the elements. That is awesome. To me, that's awesome. Again, great attention to detail. What makes Naughty Dog the best? Slight worry about that though, and it goes in the form of a certain difficulty called crushing. You know what I mean? Like, if I can't hide behind that sand for half an hour, I'm gonna be screwed in that game. But I'm still got to platinum the game, so I've still got to do it. I've got to suck, I've just got to, suck at the game, but somehow get through it, just like Bloodborne. So, but that's awesome, guys. That the environment even affects gameplay. Hundreds of destructible objects, and yeah, just incredible. They want people to be engrossed in the game as well. So, what they've done is the cutscenes are actually playable. So there'll be certain different aspects in the game. So, like, you saw that again. I'm bringing up the Madagascar thing, but in Madagascar, when you like having that cutscene where Sully's driving and all that good stuff. Nate right before the end, it kind of like, yeah, jump, and it gives you that button prompt at the last minute. I think that's awesome because, like, I love the cinematic mode. I love watching the gameplay, having a ton of fun, just watching the gameplay as I take a picture there, if you know what I mean? So as I'm, playing, having a ton of fun. But, like, that last minute button press, for me, I think is going to definitely immerse me more in the game. Definitely in a cutscene, in a dramatic cutscene. The next thing they did was very interesting because I recently watched Hellblade, Senua's Journey, I think it's called, and that's incredible. That's a brilliant game. I cannot wait for that game, Hellblade. But they use the same sort of face cam motion detector or whatever it is uh, in Uncharted for the first time ever. So the interesting thing is, you've got Nate's face like moving. It's like, because our faces are like elastic. If you look at someone smile, their cheeks go up, and different muscles in your face move. Well, in a game, that's very hard to track, unless you have face cam and you're literally monitoring every muscle in your face, from your forehead to your cheeks to your chin, everything. And that's what Uncharted's doing, and that to me is so exciting. When I saw Hellblade doing it, because I'm subscribed to their YouTube channel, I've been keeping up with them, I thought, this is incredible. How are you doing this? Well, Naughty Dog either taught them or took a lesson from them and have put this into their game. And yeah, to me it looks amazing, the amount of detail. Again, I keep saying about detail, but it really is a true next gen game. We've had a lot of great games. I mean, Bloodborne, fantastic game. Dragon Quest Heroes, great game. Infamous, great game. We've had a ton of great PlayStation exclusives. This is the game to really say, oh my god, next gen's here. My 400, 300 pound purchase for this system, 100% worth it. I'm already at that with Bloodborne. I think some people, this will be the moment. Just the detail, the quality, and all that good stuff. And then finally, no black screens, flawless in-game and cutscene transitions. What that means is, when I'm playing the game, and it happened in the Order 1886, if you've played Order 1886, you'll know what I mean. You cannot tell the in-game story, what you're playing, from the cutscenes. You can't do it. I'm sorry, you can't. A lot of the time, I was like, why isn't my character ain't moving? Because I wasn't controlling him. It was crazy, guys. I remember I stood at the screen for around about 30 seconds, which don't sound long, but I was at the screen for 30 seconds like, oh god, this cutscene's going on a bit, he's being a bit quiet. Well, the reason for that was because I was meant to be playing. I couldn't believe how good that looked. And it looks like Uncharted 4 is doing the same thing. That's incredible. There's going to be flawless in-game to cutscene, and again, that immersion is just going to be there. I'm excited for this game, guys. I am going to say this now. Unless The Last of Us 2 comes out this generation, which is a possibility, because Naughty Dog has said they'll have at least 1 to 2 more games this generation, not including Uncharted 4. So they'll have 1 to 2 more games, and I mean, it's possible God of War, The Last of Us 2 is going to come out. That definitely has the potential, because for me it's the greatest game of all time, The Last of Us. But I'm going to say it, guys, Uncharted 4 could be the game of the generation. It could be the game of the generation that we look back on the PlayStation 5 launch and say, look, Uncharted 4 was the best game of that generation, hands down. I'm going to say I think that will happen. But let me know, guys, are you excited for Uncharted 4? Are you as excited for me? Can you just literally not wait for this game? I mean, we've had a few delays, but it's gone gold, no more delays, and we're literally in the final straight, 2 months away, and I just can't wait, guys. So I'm going to catch you in a new video, guys, very soon. But if you like this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. And yeah, like I say, guys, I'll see you guys very soon.